You want everyone sort of just loving each other and loving the music and dancing, feeling energy. I think that's the main thing I love about DJing. Getting reactions. My name's Tom, 19. DJ name will go by W. Started DJing about just over 2 years ago. My mates, Jack and Caleb, they were always mixing, like throughout the first year of college, and then I was just watching them do it. Really liked the music, started getting heavily into more like things like drum and bass and garage and dubstep. Like, yeah, I kind of want to have a go at this. So they kind of encouraged me to start DJing. And yeah, from then on, just like started mixing daily at college, like not doing any work, just we'll just DJ instead. And then from there, it went on to starting events. We had to do a final project at college, so I did let's just put on a rave. Me and two mates, Jack and Caleb, and mate Erin, came together and was like, right, we need a name for this. Called it Breakout Collective, and went all in. We just jumped into it, not knowing anything about it really. Got it sorted, got a lineup sorted, and put it at Rebellion, Manchester. And from then on, it was just like, just all go. I was really excited, thinking that we're doing way too much for a college project. But in the end, it was mental. It worked out really well, and then from then on, the love for DJing and doing events and playing live in general was just like, it was birthed at that point. Collective is a bunch of people, mainly DJs and events organisers, in a group just working together to put on events. Oftentimes it's your closest mates together, all having fun, doing the same events, and then all sharing the excitement towards each thing you do. So with Two-Faced, that was started by my mate Niall. He asked me straight away, do you want to be in it? I'm like, fucking course I do. So me, Jack and Caleb, who were in Breakout, he asked us to be in Two-Faced with him and perform on a car, be residents essentially. So yeah, that's what a collective is. It's just, you get the guy who runs it, owns it, so that in this case is Niall for Two-Faced, and then everyone else who's like the DJs, the resident DJs who will play on every card. Last big event was Hidden Manchester in the basement, about 350 capacity. It was a Midlands grime event, which was quite a niche sort of event, but managed to sell it out, which was amazing. A really good event, and everyone loved it. Doing a good set, seeing the crowd loving it. So the heart of DJing, when it came about, it was, the whole point of it was to make people move, create energy. You want everyone sort of just loving each other and loving the music and dancing, feeling energy. I think that's the main thing I love about DJing. Getting reactions and like hearing people say, oh yeah, I love that, I couldn't stop moving the whole time. Heartwarming feeling. That means you've done your job correctly. Back when DJing first started, the thing that separated it from just like a show was, it was a DJ using more than one vinyl deck. So it wasn't using more than one turntable. So it was essentially, the whole terms of mixing and blending and stuff like that wasn't really around when DJing started happening. In terms of raves, it wasn't really a thing until late 80s when Acid House came into the equation. That was when like the first rave music, the first rave culture. In them days it was just like a few dons, 2 turntables and a mixer, just like playing tunes for about 8 hours straight. Well, everyone's just dancing. It went from the turntables, that stuck around from the start of it until about 2000s. I don't know the dates off by heart. Late 90s, 2000s, Heine introduced the CDJs, which are a unit that could play CDs out of it. Just like, literally, you just press play, but you have the ability to essentially use it like a vinyl. So instead of like, when playing like a CD in your car, you can just let it play or you rewind it. You can find the start of the track like a vinyl. They were like quite revolutionary, gave a lot more people access to DJing because it's very expensive to get into. So now you've got this whole unit with a screen on top, you can see the waveform, got a beat grid on it, got all these buttons, you can obviously got your tempo slider, you got your loops, you got your hot cues, your jog wheel, and you got all this stuff on it. It's progressed very, very far, but what made things become very accessible. You can get into DJing for around £200 now, and even less than that if you find a good price on it. This is a CDJ. This is also a CDJ. This is a mixer. This is like where this is how we've evolved from vinyl DJing. Essentially, everything on it. That's your jog wheel. On this one, this is your jog wheel. Search for your tune with that. There's a cue button, so doesn't play it. That's your play. That's probably figure. This bit here, got a tempo slider, so you can change how slow or fast your tunes going. Then beat sync here, BPM syncing. Turn down a bit. BPM syncing and master. If the master's on that, that means this is the main track, and then once you switch it, that'll be the main track. See the waveform, that's your tune that's playing in waveform, and the grid at the top of it is what you want to be syncing to get your tunes in time with each other. Simple understanding of mixing. Whole point, you want that track to blend into this track in time, so you can go from one to the other smoothly and with no interruptions. And yeah, basic DJing and mixing. But so it's definitely more of a visual learning thing, I would say.
Obviously you're going to get weird people everywhere, and that's like the forefront of especially older people's minds of how a raver is, just because of how it's gone about throughout the 70s, 80s of, oh yeah, they're definitely a mosher, off their head all the time, but it's not like that now at all. I mean I've been to rave sober, like warehouse projects, and I've enjoyed it exactly the same, and I think the stigma does come from drug culture.
Doing drugs at a rave is a byproduct of going to a rave. It's like some people like to take this certain drug because it makes them feel better about it. The drugs are things that people do by choice. No one tells you that you've got to take drugs at a rave. I've never taken drugs at a rave. I've done every rave that I've ever played at or been to pretty much sober. Like maybe a few drinks, but I've just been there for the music. Just a byproduct of what happens at a rave. So that's one of the biggest stigmas, and it's always going to be portrayed by the media in a bad way. If anything happens at a rave, it'll be used as a stigma in media against rave culture, and it's not an industry that's liked, especially in the music industry. One of the things that's always going to be used against them is not. It's just a place to take drugs when it's not. It's a place where people should be arm in harmony, enjoy themselves. In terms of music as a whole, I'm sticking with it no matter what. I can't say what I'm going to do because I don't know what I want to do in the end, like where I want to be. I'm just going to let life run its course, because I think if I really want to be a DJ musician, then it'll happen. I just want to be doing music, still doing these events, and hopefully having like nights that people regularly want to come to, that people enjoy, something different from everyone else. It's just to generally be involved in the music scene. By the time when it comes to like where I can't do it anymore, I want the feeling of that. I feel like I made a good impact, or like feeling that it's all been so worth it, and it feels like it's worth it now, even though doing it. Two-Face hasn't even been a thing for a year. Just want to know that I've made at least put a smile on some people's faces. Not asked about anyone like knowing me name, knowing me face. I'm not asked about being famous or anything like that. I just want to do good and make people feel happy about themselves at an event. That's the main thing.
Whoa. What is that?
It's like worms or maggots or something.
Oh yeah.
One right answer.
Best DJ in Manchester. Don't know. Can't think of any that comes to mind, to be honest.
Cut him.